What's going on, y'all? I think it's safe to assume that every man that has a good heart and good and pure intentions when it comes to dating has had his feelings hurt before. Every man has been lied to, manipulated, borderline finessed, used, borderline abused. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say borderline is because maybe you weren't beat up or slapped and punched around and hit, but we have to understand that abuse is much further than just something physical. It can be mental, it could be psychological, it could be financial, it could be verbal, it could be emotional. So there's lots of different types of abuse that men and women can go through, but this video here is for my men. So in this video, I want to talk about how to become, not even to become, or how to either become irresistible to women or the woman that you want, or how to know if you already are irresistible to the woman that you want. And also, you know, I want to help you identify some stuff and just pretty much lay it down flat as far as the basics and understanding the things that keep her locked in on you. Because this world has 7-8 billion people, and it's easy for all of us to believe that we have options, endless options. Including majority of it is women that think like that. But you know, in this video, I just want to help you hone in on what makes you irresistible to women or the woman that you're pursuing. Now, before I get started, I want to say one thing. Actually, two things, and I'll get started immediately. Number one is that you really, when you're a good person, you really can't get finessed. I mean, I know people are saying, how can't you get finessed when somebody uses you and they lie to you and they play you? Okay, this is what I mean. If you're a real one, you can't be finessed. She can't finesse you. She can just finesse her way out of access to you. You're being a true, genuine person. That is something that should be treasured because it's rare. It's a rarity nowadays. But if she is finessing you and you're being a real one, and then you catch on and you walk away, she just finessed herself out of access to you. She finessed herself. And this should be our mind state when we go into dating and we want to be a genuine man. I love talking to genuine men, or even if you're young. I hope that I'm talking to some young, genuine men before you get destroyed by these women. Before you let these women discourage you and you lose confidence because they're putting you up against men who are taller than you, who make more money than you. They're in the streets. They're paying women's bills. They're paying for vagina. They're tricking. They're sugar daddies. And you start feeling like, do I have to do that? No. No, you don't. If you are being a good, genuine man, please stay that way. Stay that way. Trust me, because you start off as a good, genuine man, and then you get damaged, and then you start turning into a dog, and then you get damaged because you realize being a dog does not reap the fruit that you are trying to sow, and then you come back around in your later age, your later years of life, and then you want to be a good man again. That's what's going to happen. So if you're a younger man, I hope you take heed to what I'm about to say. The second thing I wanted to say, outside of the fact that she cannot finesse you, she can just finesse herself out of access to you because you are a good man, is that you have to be much more diligent and particular in the woman that you're trying to pursue anyway. You don't just look at a girl and say, ooh, she looks good, I want her. Yes, please, again, I'm going to tell you this. Please pursue the woman that you are actually attracted to. Because if you get discouraged and you're trying to talk to a woman that you feel like is out of your class, and so you start stepping down and looking down and talking to women that aren't even on your level, and that makes you feel good, it's a temporary fix. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. You're going to regret that decision, and then you're going to always have eyes for other women. So instead, challenge thyself. Challenge thyself to pursue higher grounds. The things that you think you can't accomplish. Go get that one. Okay? And as far as the type of woman you might want to look for if you're a good man, is a woman who shares the same internal core values as you. If she believes in integrity, if she believes in respect, if she believes in reciprocity, if she believes in God, if she has the same beliefs and values as you. So go beyond the surface. Don't just look at what she looks at. The goal is, as a good man, is to find a woman who appeals to your eyes and your heart and your mind. So you want one that pretty much, you want a woman who pretty much checks off all of your boxes. In order for you to be fulfilled and happy with your choice and be able to live the rest of your life with that woman, you have to get that one that does it all for you. If she doesn't do it all for you, then you're going to always have eyes out for another woman. Now, I don't believe that anybody is perfect, but I do believe that over time, if you work on any kind of craft or relationship, you can perfect it. And it can be imperfection that's perfection to you because you have taken the time to make it perfection. Now, let me tell you 5 things that make you irresistible to either women in general or the woman that you have picked out and chosen to pursue. Okay? Number 1, if you let your consistency outlast her expectations. She is expecting you to be like every other guy. She is expecting you to fall off. She is expecting you to end up being somebody totally different than who you portrayed to be. Never let your energy change. Be your authentic self. Hell, let me give you a key. When you are going into a situation and you're dating and you have those butterflies in the pit of your stomach and you are impressed by this woman, maybe even a little bit intimidated by this woman, and you feel like she's out of your league, you have a choice. You can start lying to impress her or to maintain a facade or image that is built off of false pretenses or lies or pretending. Or you can make a conscious decision to have a little bit of faith and be yourself and trust the process that if you are being yourself and she doesn't like you, then that's not the one that's genuinely for you. Because the second you start being yourself after pretending, she's going to leave you anyway. And if she doesn't leave, she's going to cheat. And you're going to have a whole lot of years of your life wasted because you could have been with somebody all that time that valued you. So maybe there's work that you need to do on yourself first to make yourself irresistible. Maybe you need to change some behaviors, but hopefully I'm talking to men who are already good in this particular video, who already have a good mindset and pure intentions. Then this is easy for you. Be you. Be shy. Be goofy. Be whatever it is that's you. Use it. A good movie reference is the movie Hitch with Will Smith. Take your insecurities or whatever you want to call it and use it. Okay? For your advantage. The only way, the only time that you should be able to change your energy or your vibe is if you start realizing that she's trying to run games on you and she's wasting your time. Then change your energy. And I don't mean change it dramatically. Nah, see, because if you keep your energy the same, roughly in the same ballpark, even if things go bad, that is what makes her miss you when you're gone. That is what makes her regret losing you, because you are authentic and she realized she lost the real one. But any real good, pure intentional woman cannot walk away from a man who is genuine and whose consistency outlasts her expectations. Number 2, let your intentionality separate you from the other options. Intentional behavior. When you're intentional, your behavior it serves the purpose. Everything you do serves the goal and the purpose. Nothing is counterintuitive or counterproductive No, everything that you do serves the purpose. And the purpose here, especially if you are trying to be in a relationship, is to serve that relationship. That's intentionality. So things that work for that relationship, you intentionally do. Things that don't work for that relationship, you intentionally put away. That's in the essence of intentionality. And that is irresistible to women. I'm talking about if you want a woman to melt like some butter on some flapjacks or some pancakes or something like that, or even a steak, a seared steak fresh off the grill, be intentional. The two things I just mentioned right now, be consistent beyond her expectations and be intentional. Let all your behavior show your intentions. Number 3, honor and respect her. When I hear the word honor, even in the Bible it says honor thy mother and thy father. To honor somebody is to do things that they would be proud of, and to pretty much keep their words in your head as you move throughout life. They taught you how the differences between right and wrong, and you chose right, and they are proud of you. That is how you honor your mother and your father. Well, same thing with a woman. If you honor her, if you have integrity and respect, she's gonna find this irresistible. There's no way she's like, she can't. You pretty much are locking her into a trap where she's like, I can't go nowhere but to this man. She defaults to submission because she's like, there's nowhere to go. I don't want to go anywhere. This man honors and respects me. He's intentional and he's consistent. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. Number 4, aim to please her on a regular basis. Let me be clear on what I mean by this and what I don't mean as well. I don't mean be a yes man at all. No. Don't say yes to everything, including the things you can't afford, including the things that you're not interested in, including the things that go against your morals. Those are automatic no's, and they should stay no's. But when you're aiming to please a woman, you pretty much do things that she wants you to do the way she wants them done within reason. It can be sexual. It can be gifts. It can be abiding by her love language. She says she likes quality time. You make time for her. It can be physical touch. You touch her in a very gentle and respectful way. It can be words of affirmation. You always let her know how beautiful and smart and intelligent and what things you admire and value about her. You know, it can be gifts. You know, it can be any of those 5 love languages. Okay? That is how you aim to please a woman. You do what she wants done or needs done the way she wants them done. Not just your own sloppy, inconsiderate, unthoughtful methods. Think about it and do it that way. I seen a video once where this guy pulls up to a Starbucks and his woman was in the passenger seat, and he ordered his woman's drink, and he named off everything she wanted, including light ice, 2 squirts of this and that, and his wife or his girlfriend in the car looked at him like, babe, you remember my order? Yeah, fellas, that works. Listen to her, take notes, and do those things. Remember those special dates, anniversaries, birthdays, things that she mentioned a few months ago that she would love to do. She said she never been to a concert. Go look for concerts, buy the tickets in advance. Without letting her know, ask her, hey, you free on the 29th? Good, because we're going to go see Kevin Hart or Ludacris or whoever you got, whatever concert, Bruno Mars. Okay? So that is how you aim to please her on a continuous basis. And number 5, do all these things for her and her only. Exclusivity. Okay? Monogamously. Committed and faithful. No woman can find that resistible. She's like, she knows that you're faithful. She knows that she's the only one. You got her locked in. You got her. That's how you do it right there. Recipe for success right there. I just gave it to you right there in 5 little easy steps. And you're good. You're good. Now let's say you are this type of man. Hopefully that's who I'm talking to, and you do this, and then she walks away. There's many reasons why she might still possibly walk away, but none of it's gonna be a you problem. There's nothing to worry about. You cannot be finessed. You can only be finessed out of access to. And if you maintain this behavior and these characteristics of yourself beyond her coming or going, you're going to be the one she regret losing. Fortunately and unfortunately, because it hurts, but fortunately, us good men, we behave in this manner and we still get hurt. But we can't live in fear, and we can't let that deter us away from being who we genuinely are, because like I mentioned in the beginning, you start off good, you get hurt, you turn bad, and then you come back around later after you realize that doesn't work to trying to be good again. And then you have all of those years that you have wasted. So you have to maintain discipline. And I'm not speaking from experience. I've definitely dibbled and dabbled and lost faith and fell off track and all that stuff. And you probably will too. But hopefully this word right here can help you. And to help you look further into the future and make better decisions right now. Now, that video right there is how to be irresistible to either women or the woman that you're pursuing. I hope you found it useful. My name is Jerome. If this is your first time visiting my channel, if it's not, I thank you for returning. Also, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, whichever you prefer. And I'll be back with you shortly. And hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.